You're training hard, eating clean, following every fat loss hack you've seen on YouTube. Yet, every morning, that same belly fat stares back like your body's mocking you. I know, I've been there, and so have hundreds of my clients who thought they were doing everything right. Here's the real problem. It's not your diet or your training. It's what's happening in your head. Today I'm breaking down 4 mindset traps that silently kill fat loss, even for the most dedicated guys. Fix these and you'll finally see the progress you deserve. Let's get into it. About 5 years ago, I thought I cracked the code of fat loss. Intermittent fasting, low carb lunches, carbs only around workouts, no cheat days. I was sure my clean eating would finally melt off the last 20 pounds, but I kept getting leaner until I didn't. I was stuck, working harder, seeing less progress. Out of pure frustration, I weighed my drizzle of olive oil. I thought it was around 120 calories. Turns out it was 450 calories twice a day. It had wiped my entire weekly deficit with one so-called healthy habit. And that's the trap, thinking healthy foods don't count. Nuts, olive oil, avocado, eggs. Healthy, yes, but calories still count. Research backs this up. In a study from the New England Journal of Medicine, people underestimated their calories by nearly 50%, sometimes thousands of calories off, even disciplined guys like us. Healthy eating doesn't guarantee fat loss, only a consistent calorie deficit does. So here's what to do. For the next 7 days, track everything. No eyeballing, no guessing. Grab a food scale, weigh everything, and track in an app like MyFitnessPal. Every client I put through this calorie audit discovers hidden calories, sometimes over 1,000 a day. And suddenly the fat starts dropping again. Fat loss isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. Shine a light on your blind spots and your results will finally reflect your effort. If you're nodding your head right now and you're done guessing, hit subscribe. The next reasons might be your breakthrough. Jason, one of my clients, is a textbook high performer, 43, driven, all in. When he decided to get lean, it was meal prep, daily training, no excuses. And it worked. Until real life happened. One stressful week at work, one weekend away, a single night out, then gone. Weeks later, he'd come back heavier, frustrated and feeling like a failure. When I asked him why he kept quitting, he said what so many guys admit. Whenever life gets messy, I hit pause. I keep waiting for things to be perfect again. That's the pause button mentality, the belief that fitness only counts when everything's under control. But here's the truth, life is never perfect. Waiting for the perfect moment means you'll be waiting forever. This mindset kills fat loss because it doesn't train you to stay consistent when things get hard. And that is one of the only skills that matters. So here's your fix. Embrace the 80% rule. Forget perfect plans. Set flexible weekly minimums. For Jason, that meant 3 workouts a week, even if one was just a 20-minute session in a hotel room. It meant planning for obstacles instead of pretending they wouldn't happen. Because in fat loss, consistently good enough beats occasionally perfect every single time. 3 summers ago, I was training hard. Nutrition, perfect. But the scale didn't budge for weeks. I couldn't figure out what it was until I realized I was surviving on 5 hours sleep a night. Business stress was through the roof and cravings hit like a wrecking ball. I'd find myself staring at the fridge at around 9-10 p.m. starving, even though my diet was perfect on paper. Turns out there's science behind this. Chronic stress and poor sleep keep cortisol levels higher than normal. Over time, this ramps up cravings, drains your willpower, and makes sticking to any fat loss plan feel impossible, even when you're training and eating perfectly. But here's the mind-blowing part. One study showed people sleeping just 5.5 hours a night lost 55% less fat and way more muscle than those sleeping 8.5 hours, despite eating the exact same calories. Sleep and stress don't just make you tired, they literally change how your body burns fat. And yet, Here's the mindset trap nobody talks about. So many guys believe they're being hardcore by sacrificing sleep, or they tell themselves they'll manage stress later. But the truth is, pushing through stress and skipping sleep could be the reason your body is stuck. So here's how to fix it. Lock in your sleep. Keep a consistent bedtime and wake up time even on weekends. Aim for like plus or minus 1 hour. Limit screens at least 60 minutes before bed, or use blue light filters. Keep your room cool and dark. Cut out caffeine by 10 a.m. just to be safe. Here's how you can lower stress without flipping your life upside down. Take a 10-minute walk outside daily, preferably multiple walks. Natural light and green space actually can lower cortisol. Try 2 to 5 minutes of box breathing every time you feel stressed. That's basically breathing in for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and holding for 4 seconds, and you repeat. Shut off your phone for at least 15 minutes each evening to lower mental overload. Schedule a daily worry window. Spend 10 minutes writing down your stresses instead of letting them run your entire day. Journal before bed to keep your mind free of clutter and lower stress hormones. Because sometimes the secret to losing fat isn't another workout. It's finally letting your body recover. And that's when the scale finally starts to drop. Let me tell you about Alex, a client who lost 7 pounds of pure fat in 1 month. Solid progress, right? When we jumped on a video call to celebrate, Alex just shook his head. Honestly, man, it's too slow. Why? Because every night he was scrolling YouTube, watching 8-week transformation videos and convincing himself fat loss should be fast, dramatic, and easy. But here's something you almost never hear in YouTube videos. Fat loss isn't linear. As you get leaner, your body fights back. Hunger hormones rise, your metabolism slows a little, even your subconscious movements drop. It's called adaptive thermogenesis, your body's way of defending itself against starvation. So progress naturally slows. Plateaus aren't failures, they're biology. And expecting constant, rapid drops sets you up for frustration and burnout. Here's the reality. 1 to 2 pounds of fat loss per week is excellent. 0.5 to 1 pound is still really good tracking, especially as you get leaner. Getting leaner takes more time and bigger sacrifices. Super low body fat levels might look great on Instagram, but it can mean skipping social events, battling constant hunger, and living in a permanent calorie deficit. So here's what you can do. Reset your timeline. Think months, not weeks. Track more than just your weight. Photos, measurements, strength in the gym. They'll all show progress the scale hides. Know your trade-offs. If you want abs all year round, understand what it costs and decide if it's worth it. There's no shame in choosing balance instead. Patience isn't flashy, but it's the only way to get lean and stay lean long after the quick fix crowd has vanished. Because real fat loss isn't a quick race, it's the long game that builds the body your future self will be proud to live in. Let's bring this home, or as some people say, let's land the plane. You've probably realized by now, fat loss isn't about calories or workouts. It's about the hidden mindset traps that keep you stuck, even when you're working your ass off. Here's what changes when you fix them. You know exactly what you're eating and why the scale is moving. You stop quitting every time life throws you a curveball. You give yourself permission to recover, so it actually lets go of fat. And you finally set expectations that keep you moving forward instead of burning out. Fix these and the results you've been chasing for years finally become reality. But I get it. Doing this alone can feel overwhelming. If you're done getting and ready for a plan that fits your life, I'm here to help. Hit the link below and apply for my personalized one-to-one coaching. We'll build a leaner, stronger body without the frustration or confusion. Thanks for watching. If this hit home for you, subscribe and drop your biggest takeaways in the comments below. And if staying full feels impossible, even when you're eating healthy, watch this video right here. It might be the missing piece you've been searching for. Have the best day, and I will see you there.